Hi, laying in here, just checking in with you, giving another update on getting my life together with all these pets, all these animals. One of the big things that I've been working on is combining the two tanks I have that are our YouTube community tank and the 20-gallon spare parts tank into a 60-gallon tank I got. And also a little bit into my fireplace aquarium. And as you all know, that is quite the process. So I've just been taking little videos and updating you all as I go, because the first step to getting things together is definitely making some more space in my living room. But I didn't want to get rid of any animals, so I just had to get a bigger tank and combine some fish, right? Sometimes you need more tanks. It's like my friend Thirsty Rabbit says, you want more tanks? Get more tanks. I mean, if you can afford to care for them responsibly, of course. So a big thing that I am doing, as I just mentioned, is combining the 20-gallon spare parts tank with the YouTube community tank, which will become a 60-gallon tank that I already have in my basement. It just takes a long time to get all this done. And one of the things that I'm also doing is I'm moving the albino Corydoras in to live with Rem in the 10-gallon tank. And let me just tell you, catching these 6 Corydoras was insane. They were all over the place. I ended up having to use my hands to catch them. I ended up tearing apart the entire tank, having to lift up and move around and everything. And I also accidentally got some fry and one of my male jaguar antlers snuck into the bag while I was catching them. So what I'm gonna have to do, because I don't think that this is a good tank for live bearers, so I'm going to have to swoop these guys out of here, then dump the fry and the antler back in the 45-gallon tank. It is gonna be a mess. But then it's gonna look so cool, so I'll be sure to update you, like, you know, later in this video when it's all put together. I'm so excited to have these albino Corydoras. Corydoras are actually maybe my favorite kind of fish. If I had realized how much I like Corydoras going into the hobby, I may have ended up with an entirely different fish room. I really like these albinos, but my absolute favorite Corydoras are pygmy Corydoras. And I found some for my nano tank about 2 years ago, and I haven't been able to find any since. I really want more pygmy Corydoras. Are there any types of fish that you really want that you haven't had a chance to get, or that you found once then can't find more of? Let me know in the comments. While I am letting the Corydoras acclimate, I just wanted to show off. You guys, I had a show last night and I am so tired. I played in a town about 40 minutes away from my city, and it was great. It was wonderful. I love getting out of town to play shows, even if it's just a little bit away. But oh my goodness, I'm tired. Ooh. Anyway, sorry, what I just wanted to show off here was, look at What a freaking mess I had to make of this tank catching those Corydoras. Everybody's like, oh man, oh no, and I got the long hair algae all over my dwarf lily. No! Long hair algae is the bane of my fish keeping existence. Like I especially in this tank, no matter what I do, and I have a mono shrimp in there, I have Corydoras in there, I have plecos in there, I water change it regularly, I pull out the algae, algae wins. Algae wins. What a mess. Good thing we're upgrading this tank soon. Whew. What a mess. I am getting some really beautiful mutt guppies, though. Look at some of these guys. These were all guppies born right here in my tank. I'm not going to be able to film myself doing this, but what I'm going to do now is take the Corydoras out of the bag with my hands and put them into the tank, then go ahead and get these stray guppies back into the long tank. I wanted to make a note about something because I realized that some people may be like, oh my goodness, you caught them with your hands? That's awful. Touching them with your hands is not something you should do often because it does mess with fish's slime coats, but touching anything to it messes with their slime coats. So the net messes with their slime coat too, and usually, depending on the fish, you can actually get the fish much quicker and into the water that it's supposed to be in much faster by just using your very, very clean hands. And real quick, when I say clean hands, I don't mean wash them really good and then you have all that soap residue on them and stick them in the tank. What you do is you wash your hands really, well, first take hand sanitizer. Wipe hand sanitizer all up to your elbows. Just get it really sanitized. Then go and wash your hands of the sanitizer and just wash your skin under the running water until your hands feel wet and damp and you can tell that there's really nothing on them, and then touch your fish. Because that way you've sanitized them, but you've also gotten the sanitizer off your hands. That's very important. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys out now. So I guess that's really the only other big tip I have for moving fish around your house, like when you're going from tank to tank, is that after you have moved the fish, and really this goes for after you bring fish home too, I think it's a really good idea to turn the tank's lights off and just give them a chance to de-stress and not be seen and not be running around. The other thing I wanted to mention is that if it is something like I'm moving these albino Corydoras into a tank with a betta fish, they're good tank mates, they can be fine together, but Corydoras need a much more established tank than bettas do. So make sure whatever the new tank that you're moving your fish into is established enough for that kind of fish. And also, just be prepared to have a huge mess. Just be prepared for everything to be so messy. Ooh, and I am not liking the way I look with no makeup and no bra and no cute clothes on camera. So we're gonna go back to take a little bit of a look at how the fireplace tank looks, and then I am going to let my fish rest with their hood light off. thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy videos about animals and life and pets and trying to get things together, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Be sure to let me know if you have a channel so that I can go and check out your channel too. And as always, love your pets and they will love you back. There is Rem in his beautiful glory, attacking the plants as he do. And there are the adorable, adorable little Corydoras already settling into their new home. Have a great Saturday.